Hello everyone, welcome to this video. I am Chatmac, and today I've got for you a WWE 13 first impressions video. Just got my hands on the game today, got to play a couple of matches, including the one you will be watching in a moment. And I have to say, the game is pretty good. It's not as revolutionary as WWE 12 was, but then again, that's just my first impression, and that's because, you know, WWE 12 got so many things right, fixed so many of the flaws SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 had, and WWE 13 just builds on that successful formula. I mean, you know, the big change happened last year, smooth gameplay, perfect technology, all that, and WWE 13 just weeds out some of the flaws that we encounter in WWE 12, making for a much more enjoyable experience, in my opinion. As you're watching now, Dolph Ziggler's entrance, amazing. Love his entrance. Love his moveset as well. Dolph Ziggler's been a really fun character to play as in every game he's been in. But yeah, the game, WWE 13, very good so far. The gameplay feels smoother. Transitions between the animations, they all feel like they blend in really well with each other, you know. It doesn't feel sort of trippy at all, you know, like that rough transition between one stance to another. It all feels smooth, it all feels connected, feels real. You're watching a Sheamus without his World Heavyweight Championship because I took it off him, gave it to Big Show. I like to keep my game as close to what's happening in real life as possible. I'm that type of player, simulation more than creativity. Though I do like to make a call and, you know, build him up, stuff like that. But for now, I just like to keep it real. But yeah, as I was saying, the gameplay feels very, very smooth, and there's the little things like the Irish whip animation. You know, for example, if you Irish whip someone in an opposite direction, there's no longer that awkward turning animation. You know, he Irish whips him in one direction, pulls him back, and then Irish whips him in the desired direction. Looks really cool. Reversals, I've noticed, are harder this year. It's last year it was more sort of like you had to hit the reversal button before the move a little bit. Now you have to hit it slightly after. And there are certain reversal. There's the regular prompts like the R2 button that I have on in there for now. I will take it off once I get more used to the game. But there's also something that tells you, gives you instant feedback on your timing of the reversals. So it says too late or too early or reversed, stuff like that. Stuff that's pretty cool. I mean, it's rewarding when it comes up when you've reversed the move correctly, and it's very useful for example, a beginner who's just getting started. It's really useful in teaching them how to time their reversals. Personally, I know how to reverse pretty well, so I turned the feature off because it was just, you know, encumbering my screen. Obviously, if you're going for a more realistic approach, you want nothing on the screen, basically, like pretty much what I have now. But if you're a beginner, I suggest you leave that on. It is on by default. The reversal indicator helps. What else is there? Blood is off by default. I turned it on. There's adrenaline and momentum, just like last year, which you can turn on if you want to see them, but I didn't. I have them off. Same formula. You get enough momentum, you get a signature, you hit your signature, you get a finisher that's more powerful. Or alternatively, when you've got your signature, you can hit it, and then you can store your finisher, rather than hitting it straight away after your signature. Won't be as powerful, but you'll be able to use it anytime you want. Other new features include catching finishers. So if you press reverse and you have a finisher button, while you're down you can catch someone while they're jumping off the top rope and hit a finisher. Obviously this only works with certain finishers like go to sleep, attitude adjustment, choke slam, things like that, which is pretty cool. Just another thing that you can do to make it seem more realistic, add more variety to gameplay. Ziggler poked the eye there in the video. And a big German suplex. Weight detection is in this year, which means that smaller superstars, like Rey Mysterio for example, can't lift someone like the Big Show. And instead, if you try to do a lifting move on someone who's 2 weight levels above you, so for example if you're a cruiserweight, you can lift a heavyweight, I think, but not a super heavyweight. If you try to do that, then it just gets replaced. Oh, Sheamus' comeback here, reversed by Ziggler into a nice German suplex. But yeah, as I was saying, if you try to perform that kind of move on someone who's more than 2 weight leagues above you, it just gets replaced with a normal move. Zigzag there by Ziggler. Same zigzag animation this year, which is kind of disappointing, but you know, oh well, can't get everything right. They'll probably change it next year. Love Ziggler's attire as well as Sheamus's. Here's Sheamus's second attempt at his dynamic comeback. Gets it right this time. Looks great. What was I saying? New features. Yeah, there's also environmental finishers. So stuff like suplexing 2 heavyweights, superplex involving 2 heavyweights, which breaks the ring, breaking barricade, finisher on the announce table. Lots of cool stuff like that was missing from last year's game. Just make the game more realistic, give you more options. And you know, the new animations like that one right there, where, you know, block it, send him into the corner. Just everything feels so smooth and so right. Everything feels like it belongs there. You can now pin on any diving move, which is really cool. There's much better hit detection on things like springboard attacks and dives to the outside, whereas last year they were a bit iffy and didn't always connect. Nice headstand there by Ziggler. Sheamus gets up in time and hits. I thought the white noise would have been his second finisher, but no, it's still the Celtic Cross. I'm assuming, I haven't played this Sheamus yet, I'm assuming white noise is one of his groggy grapples again. But yeah, much better hit detection, big super kick there by Ziggler. And the crowd is one of the best new features that I've noticed. I mean, the crowd is just amazing. I was playing a match, Justin Gabriel versus Jinder Mahal, and the crowd was just, I was playing as Justin Gabriel, and every move I made, the crowd got louder and louder and louder until the point where I hit the 450 splash for the win, and then they just erupted. It was fantastic. Gave me goosebumps. Of course, it's not very realistic to have the crowd react the same way to every match. It's not every superstar is as over as, say, John Cena, but you know, it's just really cool feature to have, and just adds so much more effect, makes it feel more dynamic. But yeah, everything feels much smoother, more realistic, feels great. I've encountered one glitch in a tag team match where I couldn't control either of my tag team partners, but that's the only one I've encountered so far. Yeah, first impressions on the game, very, very good. I'm pleased with this. I haven't tried Attitude Era mode, though I will, so stay tuned for that. Check out my channel for more WWE 13 content, and I'll see you guys next time. Chat Mac out.
This video is part of the Way movement, a career path in video sponsored by TGN. To learn more, visit tgn.tv.